My name is Marco Topete. I work as the Literature Ministries coordinator for the Southern California Conference, and I started working here in 2017. Part of what my job entails is Youth Rush Ministries, which is a 10-week summer program where youth and young adults go door to door to share their faith while earning a scholarship for school. The second branch is Glow Ministries. You might have seen little pamphlets called Glow. We support our local churches, not only helping them get Glow, but also by doing small trainings that show them how they can participate at their local communities. The way that our office helps SCC churches endorse schools is we have scholarship programs for our students. So for instance, this summer, we had students who participated in Youth Rush Ministries where they earned a scholarship to be able to actually attend our schools. The part that I like most about my job is meeting non-Christian, non-Seventh-day Adventist people. I believe that that is where we need to be. And I love the fact that my job has me speaking to people who are not from our culture, not from our faith, and just building relationships in the community. Some of the struggles that I've experienced performing my job, I think the number one thing is rejection. I mean, no one likes to be rejected. But rejection definitely is part of the menu when you're going door to door and when you're doing witnessing or outreach activities or coordinating outreach programs with local churches. So rejection, you never get used to it. It's not like you've been rejected, 100 times, so it's not going to hurt anymore. I think it still hurts. And sometimes people look at me when I come to churches or when I come to schools or do outreach programs, and they think that I'm some sort of like outreach superhero. But I get just as nervous as anyone else does, and I forget my name sometimes when I go to the door, and when I get rejected, it still hurts. I'll never forget one of my adventures of going door to door. I met a man named Sergio, and when I approached Sergio to give him a piece of literature, he told me he wasn't interested. But when I got to know him a little more, I learned that his family had just left him a few months ago, and he was desperately wanting to get back to them. And when we started to talk about his family, and I tried to encourage him that God would help him, he looked at me and he said, "God does not care about me. God does not care about me. I've prayed and he has not listened. He has not heard. So don't talk to me about that God stuff. In fact, I don't care about this so much or about my life that I don't want to live anymore." And I remember looking down at his wrist when he said that. He opened up his shirt, he pointed his wrist towards me, and it was fresh stitches that were going across both of his wrists. And I thought to myself, oh my, this guy like legit does not want to live. Like he wants to kill himself. He's tried. I didn't know what to do, but I prayed and I said, God, what can I share with him that could encourage him? And the next thing that God led me to say was, I've never lost a wife because I've never been married. At that point, I was single. But I did lose a friend because of a decision that I personally made. And from there, I shared my personal testimony. We were able to relate, and by the time the conversation ended, he was in tears, wanting to know more about God, accepted the literature I had, and that person, Sergio, impacted me because it let me know that I was doing exactly what God was calling me to do. I know that Southern California Conference focuses on reaching our communities. We're not invited. It's not like someone sent us an invitation saying, come knock on my door, or come give me this tract, or approach me when I'm sitting at the bus stop or at the grocery store, at the restaurant. It's about not only seeing people as possible leads or contacts, but seeing them as people. Whenever we pass out a tract, whenever we pass out a book, whenever we approach someone, it's not just about getting the next tract out or however many books you want to get out, but it's about seeing them as children of God and loving them unconditionally. What I would like to hopefully leave behind at Southern California Conference is a map of the territories and the neighborhoods and stories of amazing people we've met that live literally in our backyard. We live in one of the most diverse places in the United States. Why not reach the world while we reach LA and other cities in our counties to be able to make an impact for Jesus? One of the easiest ways to collaborate with our ministry is just come to our office here at the conference office. Our room number is 220. We're on the second floor. You cannot miss us. And before you see us, chances are you'll probably hear me. So come on to the office. I want to sit down with you. I want to hear what your vision is, what your goals are for your church, for your community, for your ministry, for your personal life, and the way you want to do ministry at school, the way you want to do ministry at work. I want to hear what you want to do, and we can brainstorm together, we can pray together, and we can see how Literature Ministries can be a part of you sharing Jesus however it is that you feel God is calling you to.